Turkey Cut Around, and we are live. This is American Times Publishing in the world headquarters of the Dixieline Connection. I'm Fat Bill, and this is FATV. It is July 1st, around 8:17 p.m. in the year of 2023 of our Lord. And the first thing I want is my heart goes out to Triple J, who suddenly lost his wife this morning. She passed away, apparently from a heart attack. Just like all of a sudden, she was young, healthy, no prior health problems. They just lost her, and it's ripped that man's world apart. And her children and grandchildren, I want you to keep them all in your prayers. It's, I got no idea what they're going through. It's a horrible experience, losing family. Jeff Smith, Dickie. What's going on? I had to do this on my phone. My internet's down. I got no internet. All I got is this cell phone. It's the only thing I got to do anything on. So I won't be able to do any pictures or anything like that, but we can talk. Yeah, we can all talk. So dang, man. In 1 week, man, we lost Bobby Hall, and then we lose old Jay's wife. Rack City. What's going on, Rack City? Rack City. Rack City. Yeah, it's too far away. I can't read the chat. Let's see if I can read it. Put my glasses on. Let's see. No, I still can't read it. What I'm trying to do is free my hands up here, or I can move better. This thing is not going to let me be hands-free. It's going to flip no matter what. I have to really bury this fucker. There we go. Tom Collier, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What do you say, Terrence Carter? Poonie, what's happening, Poonie? What'd you get into last night, man? What'd you get into last night, Poonie? Huh? What time did you go to bed? J83, what's good, brother? Yeah, Poonie, what'd you get into last night? You need to join up, become a member, man. Go Poonie, need to join on up, man. Get you a little Bolero sticker. Get you a wrench and shit. Around 3 o'clock, yeah, me too. That's when I went to bed, about 2 or 3. I think it was about 2 o'clock when I laid down. That was a good little chat old Bully had going. Yeah, that was a good little chat Bully had going. All right, J83, what is happening with you, brother? What you been up to, man? Barry 187. Hey, how's it going, man? You know, I was born in England. You know that, right? Yeah, I was born in Henley-on-Thames. My family lived in Windsor, and my mother, she actually birthed me at a hospital in Henley-on-Thames, right there on the bridge. Still there. Hospital's still there. I think it's now a old people's home or something. Russell Shawshaw, what's happening, man? All right, Dickie Foster with the super chat. God bless you, man. God bless you. Dickie said, "Dream as you live forever. Live as you die today." That's right. Rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, welcome to the chat, Barry. Nice to have you, buddy. I heard that, Pony. I heard that. Yeah. Yeah, man, I was born in England. What do you say, Eli Monster? Who didn't know that I was born in England? That I'm an Englishman. See, a lot of people think I'm old redneck, born down here in the South. But nah, man, I'm a rebel by choice. I'm old redneck motherfucker because I want to be, not because not because I was born down here and had to be. I could have been anything I wanted, man. Could have been a senator. I could have lived up north and done whatever I wanted. I could have been anything I wanted. But you know what I decided? Oh, you're born in London? That's right, England and African. My mother was actually born in Africa. She was born in Africa and came to England and as a child and met my father after the war, after World War II. That's right. That's right. My mother was from Uganda. And met my father after the war. So, but both her parents were from England. But, you know, so I'm like half African, half English. Yeah. Well, welcome to the group, Barry. Now, if you want to join up and get you one of them little Bolero stickers and an Eli and a spanner, a wrench, all you got to do is hit that join button down there. Oh yeah. All right, now y'all behave. Eli Monster and Rack City, y'all be sweet. Why wait, Kennels? What's up, my man? What's going on? Did you see old Pony's up in here? Old Pony's up in here hanging out, man. We just sitting here bullshitting, man. What I want to talk about, I got a question from a friend of mine, and I thought it was a great question. It was, what did dogmen feed before there was kibble? What did dogmen feed before there was kibble? Now I don't have access to another computer, another phone, or anything. I'm not sitting here trying to pull data, but y'all welcome to take that Google AI now, and find out when Purina dog food was founded. When did they start making Purina? What year? Because yeah, man, we talked about that. You're running a little late. Yeah. Yeah, you running a little late, brother. I'm sure he appreciates your condolences. Perina is about 80 years old. So when did Kibble become available? Like when could you go into the store and buy your bag of dog food? In other words, yeah, I've seen your message there, uh, uh, Vern Star, man. You need to go get your dog, man, and put it on a good chain. $18.94. There you go. Now that's better. See, you had to look it up, but that's good. That's what we want to do is a little research. All right. So Perina got founded in 1894. TAGA boy, Taja boy. What's going on, man? What's going on? First commercially pet food in 1860. All right. 1956, first kibble made. All right. So, what were people feeding before that? Yeah, that's cool, man. Hit the Google button. That's what we want to do tonight. We're going to do a little Google research. So, my question is I got a dog at the house, and this is pre dog food days, and I go to the store to buy my supplies. What am I buying for my dog to eat? I mean, I know about chicken feed and hog feed, and horse feed. What about dog feed? And I'm just talking about maintenance feed. Now, okay, now a lot of horse meat. Dickie hit it on the head right there. A lot of horse meat. They were feeding them a lot of horse meat. A lot of canned horse meat. A whole lot of fucking horse meat, man. Yup. They used to sell canned dog food that was horse meat. It was canned horse meat. I know who it is, Vern. I've been watching your messages, man. All you got to do is call me. You ain't got to leave all them crazy messages out there on the board. Go get your dog, Michael. Yeah, man, they were eating horses. See, they make it such a horrible thing. Oh, I'm doing okay, Michael. How you doing, buddy? Go get your dog, man. Horse meat tastes good too. I ate some when I was in Europe a couple times. It was on the menu. Fuck, I ordered it. Yeah, it was tenderloin. Pony tenderloin. Yeah, it was a pony tenderloin. Yeah, Kobayashi, what's up? What's up? That's right. They ate a lot of horse meat. A lot of horse meat. Now, I don't know what the law is. Yeah, I know who it is, man. I know who it is. That's why I said, why didn't you just call me? You got my number. Yep. They fed a lot of horse meat. Um, Now, what did they feed also? Horse meat. And because, you had guys back then that had yards full of dogs. You had guys that had yards full of dogs. And what were they using for grains? What do you think they were using for grain? And how do you think they were delivering that to the dogs? Remember, they had to feed them every day. They had to prepare that food every day. Now, you couldn't just take grain, pour it on top of fucking. Yeah. Man, I'm smoking some of that homegrown. I got some of that homegrown. Let me see here. This is some shit I grew. Yeah, man. I ain't bought no weed in almost 2 years, man. It is homegrown. Yeah, man. It's homegrown. It is good. Yeah, this shit's right, man. Oh, no, man. That's some good shit right there, man. Yep, fish. Fish is another one. Now, of course, now if I live in, say I live in St. Louis, Missouri, or not, well, that's on the Mississippi. That might be fish possible. But let's just say I live somewhere where there aren't any fish, then the chances of me feeding fish are low, right? Deer meat, yup, deer meat. But a lot of what you feeding is available to your natural habitat, where you living at. Well, buffalo, yeah, buffalo would be good. Yeah, buffalo would be good. Oh man. Let's see here. GLK Kennels, what's up, man? What'd you have going on the other day? You had something going on the other day. What was it? What do you have going on the other day? Yeah, that's right. They eat fat and fish. There's always been alternatives to kibble, and and a lot of those alternatives are based on where you live, because you got to feed them that alternative every day. You got to be able to come up with getting that stuff every day. Because shit, man, I've been just chasing after leg quarters down here and can't hardly find them. Crockett, what's up, man? Man, my favorite kind of fish is free fish. Yeah, I like free fish central. How about you? Yeah, yeah, I like free fish. Walleye, central likes walleye. Now that's a big fish. And again, see, that's something that's available about because where you live. If central, there you go. Shout out to Triple J from Kobayashi. Um, Walleye that's available where you live. That's like a North Midwestern, like a Great Lakes fish. Yeah, Vernon likes some fish out of the ocean. Me too, man. I like them big fish out of the ocean. I think I was KFC's founder. No, not me, man. I'm not Colonel Sanders. If I was, I'd have internet. I'd be able to damn put on a good show and shit instead of sitting here talking into this phone. Where's Mike Dan at, man? Super Pack, what's up, man? That's right. Oh, man, I'm doing okay, Super Pack. I'm doing okay. Yeah, you know it, Vernon. You know it. Chicken eggs, deer meat, fish, sweet oats. This is how we did it. I like that, Vern. Yeah, so what I'm total green, what's happening? What's happening? But what I'm talking about is keeping that shit constant. It's keeping it constant where you feeding that non-kibble diet every day to 20 dogs. How you do that, man? You got to have a damn kitchen set up just for feeding the dogs. You got to have a whole separate refrigerator and a counter just to at a minimum to feed, man. Oh yeah, I believe that, Jeff. Jesus, I believe that. We got so damn many deer around here. You can choke them. Hell yeah. We got so many damn deer around here. I got tired of going out there and chasing them and having fun with them. The whitetails. The whitetails. Yeah. Yeah, the place is covered with them here, man. Mike Dan was just talking about you, brother. What's going on with you, JD, and Morgan Porgan, man? Yeah. Oh, you trying to fix dinner? Who you fixing dinner for? You fixing dinner for them dogs? Lowell Lehman used to feed his dogs straight veggies. Man, I remember Lowell Lehman. Lehman, wasn't it Lehman? Lehman? Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I've been doing a little barbecuing. You know who does a lot of barbecuing is old Kelly, man. He barbecues like every fucking day, man. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. She cooks for her dogs every day. And how many dogs does she have? Yeah, I believe Randy Curios had a vegetarian keep. Yeah, man. You did it all year, Vern. Hey, Vern, be serious now. Your damn dogs are all gone, and one of them's in animal control. And you're telling me y'all you fed raw all day, every day. Man, you trying to make us feel bad. I think you're full of shit, man. You need to go get your damn dog. What you doing playing on the phone, man? Why ain't you done got your dog before they put that dog to sleep? They probably already fixed him. Have they cut his balls off yet? Hey, you know what? I've been feeding that Pro-Pack in the black bag. Any of y'all feeding Pro-Pack in the black bag? Anybody feeding, isn't that what it's called? Pro-Pack or Value Pack, or what is that shit called? Value Pack? You feed it? Yeah, Value Pack. Value Pack. So they were out of the black bag the other day when I went to go pick up my load of food. And so instead of it, I just got 2 red. And I said, I'll just come back next week, get the black. So I'm having to feed the red now, which is 24.20 instead of 28.20, which is what the black is, right? Man, I'm getting a nice stool off that red. And you know, that's what I'm concerned about is the stool. I just don't want a bunch of shit. And that black, I don't really get a great stool off of it. I get an okay stool off of it, but I don't get a great stool off of it. So I'm seriously considering switching to that damn red bag. Plus the red bag, I could buy it, a 50-pound bag for $30. Yeah, I get a damn 50-pound bag for $30 in a red bag. And what I was thinking was switch to that red bag and then add raw to it. Just use that red bag dog food as a base. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, $30 a bag. You feed the blue bag pony? Yeah, I'm gonna switch to the red bag. I'm going up there tomorrow, and I'm gonna buy me 10 of them red bags, man. Bring them on home. Oh man, what's up? What's up? Yeah, man, my stool is firm. And a nice little long firm stool, you know, like it looks like normal dog shit. What'd you get locked back up for, man? What'd you do? Airhead. Airhead. Well, that's what I'm saying. Go get it, man. Don't tell me about it. What you need to be telling us is I found my dog at the animal shelter and I went and got it. And here's a picture of it. Ain't nothing we can do, man. No prior to an end. Fees, pedigree. Pedigree. Oh, you feed pedigree. Yeah, let's get back on the subject here, man. I'm kind of starting to get a little aggravated. Yeah. Well, go up there and get your dog, man. See, you posted before 5 o'clock today that you had that you knew your dog was up here. Why didn't you go up there and get your dog today? Pedigree, yeah. Hemi, what's going on, man? So the question is, you want to go less kibble, but you want to go to a version of food that you can feed every day like kibble. And that's the question right there. Like, how do you do that? I fed old Roy back in the day. I fed old Roy. I had my time. I fed old Roy. I fed Joy dog food. Any of y'all ever feed Joy dog food? Come in the green bag. Had a beagle on the bag. Joy dog food. I fed Joy dog food when I first got into dogs. That's what everybody fed. Joy dog food. Charles Johnson, the OG. What's up, Supreme Excellence? What's going on, Oat Man? Hell yeah, Brad. Yeah, I like that Joy, man. I'd be happy as hell. I'd have done went and got that motherfucker. But I sure as hell wouldn't say nothing about it till I got it back. I guess I just ain't into putting my damn business out everywhere. You know? I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing else, man. You know me, man. See, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel about something. And a lot of times it ain't right, you know. A lot of times I'll sit there and say shit that hurts your feelings. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I want to talk about dog food. Shout out, I fed old Roy. Well, like I said, but we got to come up with a system. I do remember Sunshine dog food, but I never fed Sunshine dog food. Yeah, I never fed Sunshine dog food. Hunter's Choice. Fed Hunter's Choice for a while when you was a kid. How that stuff work? Now, here's my question. A lot of these dog foods that you're feeding, right? A lot of these dog foods, Paris, what's up? What's up? Uh-huh. Let's see here. Yeah, man. You know what? You need to call me. Um, uh, Send me an email. You know, somebody put my email up for Vern Starr. Somebody put my email up. I can't put any text up. I don't think. Let me look and see. No, I can't text on this thing. I'm on. I can't text. Yeah, I don't want to get into all that stuff, man. Somebody please put my email up for Vern Starr. And Vern Starr, you email me, and I'll send you my phone number again. There you go. You send me an email, man. Appreciate it, brother. Just send me an email, and And we can talk, man, because I don't talk about all that on here. That we talk about Triple J, and we're gonna talk about dog food. You know, but Dreadlock, what's going on, man? Kobayashi. Hi, Key Lee. What's happening? Man, Dreadlock, what it is. Todd Green. Thank you, Todd Green. I appreciate that. Todd Green. Yeah, the diamond. I never fed no diamond. I went from Joy to Walmart products. Went to feeding that Old Roy high protein. Then I went to Exceed. Now, Exceed at Sam's Club was top-notch dog food. Exceed was like the victor of its day. Very, very good dog food. Then they stopped making it. Yeah, they just stopped making it. Yeah, they stopped making it, man. Now there it is right there. Let's see, is that right? Oh, you got an extra R in there. It's PWR. It's close enough. Switch to Legends. And again, what you feed is it's about provinciality and where you live. Paris Brown, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Richard James. What did Richard say about Exceed? I used to feed Exceed. Bill, you had me on that. Oh, yeah, man, that was good shit. It was good shit, man. Yeah, man, you know it. You know it. Yeah. Yeah. When did Raw become popular? And now how long ago could you buy canned horse meat? Because I want to know what people like, George Sadler, who was keeping 50 dogs. I want to know what he was feeding every day. George Armitage. What was he feeding every day? What was his everyday food for the yard? Does anybody here know? Does anybody here know what John Colby was feeding his dogs? Hemi, do you know? Crockett, Mike Dan, TCB TV, Jeff Smith? Do any of y'all know what Colby was feeding his yard? On a daily basis, like walking around and giving it to them, feeding it to them every day. And so they'd have a turd and look good. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't have no clue either, man. There you go, Vern. That's right. Vern's right. You can get something better in your diet. But what I'm talking about is you got to get it consistently. You have to be able to deliver that shit. You got to be able to deliver that shit every day. How many dogs was you feeding, Vern? Yeah, you know it, Tree Dog. Kibble would be easier, especially with 50 dogs. You figure 50 dogs, feeding them raw, you're going to have to come up with 25 pounds of meat a day. At least. 25 pounds of meat a day, 12 pounds of oats or grain, at least a couple pounds of fruits and vegetables, and at least a pound of oil, fat. What'd Brad say? Hang on, let me back up here. Mine's gonna be eating raw deer for a while next year. I'm gonna thin the herd around here. Damn right. Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing around here, man. I'm gonna put Kelly on him, man. He can kill him, I'll skin him. That's right, Paris. That's right. Well, when you're messing around reading your dog books, do a little research like we did tonight at the beginning with the Google thing, finding out when Purina started. And when we find that out, 1860 is when the first kibble was made, 1860. 1860 is when kibble was made. So that's I think that's when the Civil War started, wasn't it? 1860. So anyhow, let's do a little research and look at some of your old books and try to find where they talk about what they fed their dogs. Not in the keep, just maintenance. I mean, it's easy to find what they fed in the keep because they rate their keeps out. But there's got to be some passing stories that we've all missed where they talk about what they fed their dogs in just out there on the chain. Oh man, the casino was cool, dude. Yeah, I like the casino. Next time I go, I'll go live while I'm in there. I didn't even know you could film while you were in there, but you can film while you're in there. And I'll go ahead and go live next time I'm in there. I don't know when I'm going back. It won't be no time soon. I have to have some guests in town or something. Yeah, why don't you come visit me and we'll go. Rancho, what's up? Rancho. Dog money, what's happening? Tree Dog. Tree Dog feeding some chickens to them bulldogs, man. Paris Brown with the deer and the fish. Uh-oh, Rancho's sitting on the beach in Galveston. That's what I'm talking about. Man, yeah. Man, that's what I'm talking about. That's sweet, man. I'd like to be out on the beach in Galveston, man. I like to be out on the beach anywhere where it's nice and warm right now. Fuck yeah. What's he talking about, brother? That will be fun. Let's see how much of a charge we got here. Glasses. Oh. There's old Donald. Donald. What are you doing, man? Huh? What you doing, buddy? Let's see here. There you go. What do you say, Donald? You ready? Where are you going? He just took off. Where'd that sucker go? Donald always running off. Donald, come here. Come here, boy. Hey, come here and get your food. Come here, Donald. Donald. Come on. Come here. Come here, buddy. Hey. Come here. Well, he ain't very exciting. He's gonna raise hell now because I closed him in there. Put him up for the night. Been out there in the front yard. That's a good boy right there, old Donald. He's a good boy. Let's see here. Let's see. I started feeding kibble as an average until the 50s. Duck and goose was number one eating meat in the USA in the 1800s. Well, that's wild. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, we got coyotes, Oat Man. We got coyotes. We're allowed to kill them too year round. Oh yeah, the meat popsicles, man. They love them things. You know what I like? I like how old Garner and them tied a chicken up on a string and hang it in the air for the little puppies. And do that for a grown dog, they just pull it down. But the little puppies will sit there and gnaw on it and chew on it. It's pretty cool, man. But I wish there was a way to keep it out of the dirt for the grown dogs. But you'll put it in the pan, and Lord knows, man, as soon as you give it to them old dogs will drag it straight over in the dirt. Yeah. They drag it straight over in the dirt. Well, yeah, he called me a punk, huh? Oh, well. Well, when it was all over, I had more of his money than he had of mine. You know what I mean, dog money? Put up the URL of that interview. I'd like to hear it, man. Yeah, I'd like to hear that interview. I heard the one on Triple J's. He didn't call me a punk on there. Yeah, I wonder if he's still testifying. If you need copies of his paperwork, all you gotta do is email me. I'll be glad to send it to you. I got his jacket. I hate it for him, man. But that ain't the subject here. The subject here is about dog food, man. I got a lot of beef in my last haul. Yeah, man, he don't know what he's talking about. No, Triple J's wife passed away, Paris Brown. Triple J's wife, she unexpectedly passed away, just like, for the sake of other words, man, she dropped dead, man. She had a little episode of some arm and back pain, headache. He was on the way to meet first responders with her, and she passed away, man. Yeah. It's fucking horrible, man. It's a fucking nightmare. Yeah, it's not good. Hell yeah, it's sad. Yeah. Anyway, he's having to deal with that. And get you some of that protein paste, that high calorie protein paste, and for the puppies, give them that. Any kind of fats you can get them to eat. Yeah, man. That was his soulmate, man. Let's see here. Yeah, that's true. Iron Cast. Did you ever get your dog, man? Did you ever get your dog Iron Cast from where were you getting it from? Yeah, where you been, man? Oh, you gave up, didn't get the dog, huh? Damn. How did I deal with silent heat females? Oh, I can't say I ever had one, man. I mean, the bitch either comes in heat or she don't. If she don't, then we don't breed her. I've had bitches that apparently never came in heat, or they had silent heats, or now how would I deal with the silent heat? And I have a bitch and I needed a breeder, and she's having what they call a silent heat, which for those that want to know, it's a heat that the dog doesn't swell and doesn't bleed, but she's in heat. So she will have some sort of a discharge though. If I had to deal with that, I would get an estrogen kit with the little strips, and I'd just watch her close. I'd watch her every day, and I'd try to time it and know about when she's supposed to come in heat. And when she starts looking funky, I just use a strip, see if and have a stud ready nearby, and I'd use the strips on her. And as soon as she was ready to stand, I'd go ahead and get her bred. That's right, Paris. I'll tell you what, man, getting chicken broth into that dog, that little pup that's not eating right, man, you got to get it eaten, you know, and get you some chicken broth and put that in a syringe and just real slowly put it down his throat and get him eating that in drops, you know. What's Iron Cast saying? They won't let me in Canada. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed in Canada, even though I'm English, and even though I used to live in Canada. I got that American felony on me. Yeah, only about a year ago. That's right. Yeah, that's the problem, man. That's the problem. Canada's tough about letting you in, man. That's what I'm talking about, Rancho. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. D. Ross, what's happening, man? Oh, I'm okay. Thanks for the blessings. Same to you, man. Yeah, same to you, brother. Oh, hell yeah, man. You know that dog money. I've been kicked out of way better places than Canada. You damn right. Way better places. Oh yeah, man. You get that little puppy drinking some Pedialyte. Get the puppy. I'm telling you, some homemade chicken broth and them little bits of chicken, them little fatty pieces of chicken that float to the top. Give them them little pieces of chicken and just spend some time with that puppy, man. Just love on that little baby. Give him lots of love. Give him lots of kisses, man, and feed him them little bits of chicken. Give him a little piece of chicken broth. Be sweet to that dog, man. Oh man, old Iron Cast got a 180-pound dog, a Tangle. Oh man. Yo, Brad, what's up, Brad? Brad, can you hear me? Are you there? Shout out to Brad from Georgia. Woohoo, Brad, what's going on, man? What's happening, brother? Oh, not much, man. I didn't know if you was reading the chat. That shit was pretty funny what they just said, wasn't it? I got me a good laugh out of it. I know you've seen it. I know you've seen it. Brad. It's some of that insider shit. But I know you've seen that shit. I can't text. I can't do anything with this setup I got. I got no internet. So I'm like using everything I got through the phone just so I can run the chat and the camera. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, go back and read it, man. Let's see here. Where am I at? Okay. The hormones they gave the chickens were bad for the broods. I knew you'd like that, man. I knew you'd like that. I said, oh Brad like that when he sees that. Oh, that shit was funny, man. I laughed like hell when I seen it. Yeah, you gotta have the grinder. You gotta have the grinder. You gotta have another. You gotta have another refrigerator, and you gotta be dedicated. You're gonna have to spend at least 6 hours a week preparing your food, buying shit, grinding shit. if you're going to give up Kibble and run a yard of dogs. And I'm talking about just keeping 10 dogs. You're going to have to spend 6 hours a day feeding, cleaning, prepping, all the shit you got to do. LM, what's up? What's up? Yeah, but this ain't a good live, LM. I got way better format when my computer's running. I can throw all kinds of pictures up. I can browse pages. I can do all kinds of shit. I can use that. I don't really do a lot of interviews though, man. I just I'm fucking Fat Bill. I be beat, and I don't really need a damn interview. I let everybody else interview them, and then I just talk about it. Yeah, I grind on Sunday. There you go. See what I mean? You gotta at least one day a week grind your food, and you gotta have some space, man. No, man, I'm just using the Verizon network. I'm using the phone network. All I'm doing is just doing an image, a picture. That's it. I'm not doing any computer stuff. Yeah, no computer stuff. Just doing the phone picture. Michael Forgood, what's going on, brother? Well, just knocked over the table and scared my dog. It's hard. Oh shit, man! Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, oh man, yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine that. That's the damn workout. Can I tell you about Tombstone? I can tell you what I read about Tombstone. Man, I'd love to get me a truckload of raw. Let me tell you about Tombstone first. Tombstone was a game dog, that's for sure. He was definitely a game dog. Um, Brad from Georgia with the super chat. God bless you, man. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. God bless you. He was a game dog. He uh, was probably bred better than his papers say. A lot of people say that his mama wasn't that Speedy Allen Jenna, but was a bitch called Tudor's Baby. So he was out of Spike and Tudor's Baby. And that would make him like a double grandson of Dabo. And the way that he ended up producing, there's a high possibility that this is true. But who knows? He died at a young age of cancer. He threw that a lot of his offspring, that they would have cancer at a young age and die. That was definitely a genetic flaw that he threw. But just a game dog, man. Like that buck dog. Nothing flashy. Nothing flashy. Just like I said in that interview with me and what's his face we're talking. You know, these dogs are just game. They're just like, they remind me a lot of Red Boy dogs. Yeah, through heart murmurs. So he probably had a heart murmur. And he didn't even know it. Yeah, Little Rock. Thank you, Dickie. Appreciate it, man. I'm kind of tired. All right, and now Bandit. Okay, so that's who I talked to first about Bandit, and was Mountain Man. And Mountain Man told me he was a good dog and he won a couple and blah, blah, blah. And then he did lose. He lost an hour and 30, but that he lost right. And he wanted to go back. They didn't courtesy scratch him. So I went and bred to him. As soon as I bred to him, man, as soon as I bred to him, I'm talking about like, it felt like the day I bred to him, but it wasn't. It was maybe like a week after I bred to him. I get a letter in the mail. We always used to get letters in the mail back then. We didn't get internet posts or Facebook releases or none of that shit. We get internet posts, right? And I got a letter in the mail, and it was damn, man. I was sitting there thinking about something else. What the fuck are we talking about? Hold on, let me scroll back here. Oh, yeah. We're talking about Bandit. And I get a letter in the mail, and it's a story about Bandit, and it talks about his last match, and he definitely quit. He quit in like an hour and 35 minutes. He cleared out, and he did not scratch. He would not scratch. So, but I already made the breeding. So when the pups were born, we tested them hard. Now, there's one thing about Bandit that's always been true. There's never been a question about his breeding. Never been a question about his breeding. Bandit was out of Grand Champion Outlaw was his father, and his mother was that poly bitch. That inbred Stompanato bitch. Molly, Polly, whatever her name was, but it was an inbred Stompanato bitch. And his pedigree was correct. And so when the pups were born, we just decided we was going to look at them super hard. Super hard, man. And that's what happened with them. And Two Eyes' sister made it. Two Eyes made it. Two Eyes' brother Omar made it, and Two Eyes' brother Lewis. And he didn't make it. Big old dog, big 50. He was a big one, 52, 53 pounds. And we ended up. I remember giving him to the neighbor. He loved that dog. He was happy as hell, man. We gave him that big old dog, a big goofy motherfucker. Anyhow. But yeah, that's the story about that Bandit dog. Oh man, that Arpeggio dog gonna be a freak, man. That Arpeggio dog, you know what's gonna end up happening with him? He's gonna come and go. He's gonna come and go, right? What do you say here, Justice? Appreciate it. I don't know why you can't breed to him Supreme Excellence. Because like I said, he's gonna come and go. And people gonna be like, oh man, I wish I'd bred to him. I wish I'd bred to him. And of course, we've made this fantastic breed with him and Rose, and you can always breed to those dogs. Those dogs are all over the country, and they'll be around for the next 10 years. But Arpeggio himself, I got a sister to Arpeggio. If I could find the right home, I'd let her go. Full sister to him. She's 6 years old. Perfect health. The Midnight Rider. That's what I'm talking about. That's the man right there, baby. Yeah, the Midnight Rider. Oh, let's see here. Question. Why is curb dog that brawls for 2 hours considered bad if he bails? It's a sign of worse to come. To me, I would say that he got balls to get in it and brains to get out. No? Well, I don't know, man. I mean, to me, no, not yet, Jeff. Not yet, but I'm sure Jared's going to do it. To me, man, the whole question of all that stuff back then, like what's my opinion of Bandit and him quitting and this and that. Well, at least he was matchdog. At least people thought enough of him to take him out, do something with him. Not, at least he got to come out and get shown. And then they thought enough of him to bring him home afterwards. He must not have been that big a piece of shit. But, yeah, me too, D. Ross. If I'd known how he was producing, I'd have bred more dogs to him. But Bob Ariano sent me that letter like a week after I bred to him. And he was the owner of the dog. And told me the whole story about the third match. And I just said, well, we're just going to check them hard. And that 2 Eyes dog was the gamest dog I ever owned, man. I could not stop him. We tried. We tried to stop that dog, man. Wasn't no stopping 2 Eyes, man. How about my Dick dog? Do I still have the letter? Back in the day, very few people cold. Yeah, I don't know, man. I called hard. Yeah, I called hard, man. Any of those famous dogs you hear about me losing with, you don't see them in my pedigrees. You don't see Chi Chi. You don't see Grand Champion Chomper. You don't see Champion Hillfigure. You see a little bit of So Evil. We bred So Evil to a couple bitches while he was being campaigned. I bred him to Helena, and I bred him to, I believe, Ray Charles. Peanut, what's going on, Peanut? Oh, man, I'm just sitting here talking to everybody, hanging out, man. The letter of Bandit, you still have it. I got all my letters. Yeah, I guess I do. The letter of bandit. I don't know what that is. Letter of bandit. Everyone on the East Coast knew two eyes was getting to the bone. Oh yeah, man. Will always there. Will one. Who lost? What is that? Where the hell they lost? Oh, you talking about why I don't breed to them? Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, my rule with my blood that I'm breeding, you know, if them motherfuckers stood the line, I didn't breed them. I mean, that was always the rule with my blood when I was breeding dogs. But, I mean, you know, I've said this before and I say it again, man. I never match dogs trying to get famous. I never match dogs trying to make champions or any of that shit. All I was trying to do was figure out which way to breed. That was the essence of why I was matching dogs. I was trying to figure out, did I make the right breeding, you know, and which two dogs to breed next. That's why I used to match dogs. That's why I always went into the best. You can't tell what you got going into people of the same level as you or less. You can't gauge your shit at all. You got to go into people better than you. You got to go into, like, when you hear about some real bad dog, you know, you had to go into that dog. You had to go into the one that everybody said couldn't be beat. You know, that was the thing, man. And, you know, you might end up losing 20 fights, historically speaking. But, boy, you got to see some bad dogs go. Yeah, you got to see some bad dogs go, man. You got to see some cool shit. But you know, but see, when I get to talking about it a lot like this, man, I tell you what, man. All my losses were from cur dogs. Oh no, I had some losses with game dogs. I had some losses with game dogs. Um, we're just talking about the famous four curs, you know, the story of the four curs. Um, you know, 21 and four curs. But oh no, man, I lost plenty of times game. I lost with that snooty dog game. But I lost plenty of them with him quitting, man. Um, uh, or picking up before they quit, you know. Like, you know, as soon as I figure out I'm going to lose, I'll pick up. I'm not going to sit there and go through that whole process, man. You know, back in the day, man, if I knew it was over, that I'd lost, I'd pick up, and man, it'd piss them off too, boy. They get mad as hell. I seen him on the chain. I seen lots of dogs off of him. That Garner bred, didn't nobody breed to him. Everybody come up here and bred to Chinaman. And they was all breeding that smeller dog until he got stolen. But didn't nobody breed to that spike dog. He scratched funny, and both his parents were curs. And Middleton's Black Betty was a cur bitch, man. We know Snooty was a cur. Bill, do you think a lot of pickups are from poor keeps or just cur-bred dogs? I think the pickups were just from being out bulldogs, you know? Yeah, I think a lot of pickups are just from being out bulldogged and just seeing the obvious and just saying to hell with it, man. Let's go home. Let's go drink some beer, man. Fuck all this, you know? Oh, hell yeah. Man, if I'd been able to, I'd have bred my best bitches to him. What are you talking about? Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the dogs. I'm just telling the truth about the dogs. That's all. All I'm saying is, do you want to make a look, ain't nothing wrong with the spike blood. Using a little bit of it as an out would be great. But you don't want to make something like that a foundation. Do you really want that as a foundation of your yard? Everybody I know, including me, that stacked up that snooty stuff, was singing the blues about it, man. Show me one good dog, like a grand champion back in the history books in the 1900s. Show me one of them that's inbred snooty, that's snooty top to bottom. There wasn't one, man. Hell, I probably had the heaviest snooty bred titled dogs back then. All that stuff coming down off of Amos, who was a son of Snooty on paper. Well, see, there you go. That's what you got to do with it, dog money. You got to cross that stuff. Now, you know, here's the thing. If a bloodline's got to be crossed to produce, why you want it? See, you want a bloodline like that 6-bits bloodline that can stand on its own. That's the kind of shit you want for foundation blood. Blood that you can take. I can take a 6-bits female that I got on my yard, and I can go breed to a sensibly bred 6-bits dog on someone else's yard, like say West McMillan and Preservation Kennels. And I can go down there and breed to a sensibly bred, not some super inbred, super tight inbred weird dog, but like a loose bred 6-bits dog. And I could take my bitch and breed to that dog and get some nice dogs out of it that are complete animals. You know, and that's what you're looking for when you're breeding dogs. You're not looking for like one dog in a litter and 8 little freaks, you know. Skywatcher, Skywatcher, what's up, brother? Man, have you seen the news, Skywatcher? You seen the news that we lost Bobby Hall and then Triple J? Lost, yeah, man. How you doing, brother? Bobby Hall passed away 3 days ago. Bobby Hall died. And then today, Triple J's wife passed away. Yeah, no, not Triple J, his wife. Yeah, I saw some screen captures from that the other night, LM. There wasn't no 5 grand champions in that litter. There were 2, and they're lucky they had 2 out of that. Oh man, what are you talking about? It's just sad, man. Look, I lost my brother May 17th of 2017. And then 11 months and a week later, my sister killed herself. It was pretty fucked up. And then a year later, my eldest brother died. That was the end of my family. They all gone. But to have somebody just pass away suddenly, like with Bobby was very sick and had been on hospice. I talked to his daughter yesterday, and Bobby had been on hospice, and Jeanette had been on hospices. And matter of fact, Jeanette was going to a care facility because she wasn't even of her right mind. She didn't even know where she was at, or that Bobby had passed, or she was kind of all fucked up. Damn, Iron Cast, that's fucked up, man. Say Larry Willis been searching for banjo for quite some time now. Oh man, I'll tell you what, Wolfie Studios, what's up? What's up? What's up? You know it. You better enjoy it. Better be having a good time. You know what I mean? Better have fun. Yeah, y'all better have some fun. Well, I'm jonesing for a cigarette bad, man. I get on here talking to y'all, I want to smoke. Yeah. Do my imitation of what's his name? Schoolboy. Oh, he's a nice man. I've never met him. I don't think I've ever talked to him. Ever. Not one time. No. That's weird, ain't it? I am invited to spend a weekend in the hacienda courtesy of Rancherita. Oh, nice, man. I will take you up on that, man. Woo! Oh, Ed's doing okay. You can look him up on Facebook. They did an interview with him, and it's pretty cool. Talks about all his dogs and stuff. And, if I was on my big computer, we could run the interview, and I could show it to you. It's a good interview. But Ed seemed like he was doing all right. Yeah. He seemed like he was okay. Rancherita, God bless you, man. Thank you for the invitation. Come, Skywatcher, come see me, man. I'll come get you at the airport. Fly into Greensboro, North Carolina. Or Raleigh, North Carolina. Either one. Just don't fly into D.C. Nasrat flew into D.C. last time, and man, that's a pain in the ass. It's a 5-hour drive. He thought because I lived in Virginia and that the D.C. airport's in Dulles, Virginia, that it was close to my house. But it's almost 5 hours from my house to the Dulles, Virginia airport. So you want to fly into Greensboro, North Carolina, is where you want to come into. You know? Hell yeah. I'll come pick you up at the airport, man. Airhead's here. I just seen him. There you go. Okay, yeah, you can rent a car, man. You rent a car and drive on up. That'll be fun. We'll drive the piss out of that car. Oh, yeah, man. Clarence or Weasel, boy, they're nice dogs. But I'm going to tell you what now. This old Donald dog that I got, y'all missing not breeding to him. Y'all missing not breeding to him. You need to breed something to this Donald dog, who is line bred Clarence and Weasel. He's like 50% Clarence and 50% Weasel. Yeah, man. This Clarence dog, man. I mean, this Donald dog, he's the real deal, man. And he's producing a nice puppy. We got dogs off of them that are 2 years old that they're good with people, they're good with children, they make nice pets. Oh yeah, man, he's a sweetheart. Hell, I let him run loose, man. Yeah, man, I let him run loose on the property. He don't hurt nothing. I mean, let him run loose, like on the other side of the fence. You know, where he's out in the driveway and going up there where Kelly's trailer's at. And, uh, just he don't bother nothing. It's almost like a little goat walking around. He just walks around sniffing stuff. Reminds me of Ferdinand the Bull. No, not that I know of. I mean, now back in the day in the pubs in England, they would have dogs in their iron calves they would put them against all kinds of things, monkeys, other dogs, all kinds of animals. And it was more like a circus. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, man. That's a lot of clearance. Yeah, that's a lot of clearance. I like that. I like that, Jeff Smith. Hey Jeff, did you get your gold members club only post today? I sent out for gold members only. Did you get that one? Yeah. Sweet, sweet. I'm gonna try to do at least one of them a week, man. Maybe more. Yeah. Sweet, man. Good deal. Good deal. So we can all pretty much agree. Oh yeah, yeah. No, there ain't a tougher breed, Jordan. There wasn't back when I was messing with them. That's for sure. So, I mean, when you're a beginner, you might think about it, like, oh man, maybe there's a tougher breed. And the one I came up with back in the day that I thought might be a little tougher, but it all comes down to gameness. What the dog been bred for? And see, no other breed's been bred for gameness. No other breed's been bred like American Pit Bull Terrier. And, and you can breed it out of them quick. I mean, well, it's easy to breed aggression and all that shit out of them. I like that Rhodesian Ridgeback. That Rhodesian Ridgeback. Yeah. Rhodesian Ridgeback. I like that dog. That's a bad dog, man. Hyena is a cat. Yeah, you like that dog too, Mike Dan? Yeah, that's a bad dog, man. Antolonian Shepherd. South African dog. Skywatcher. What's the South? What the I breed my dog with a pit bull and a rock. Christina Downs says I breed my dog with a pit bull and rock. Is that a good breed? And a rock. Pit bull and rock. Rhodesian. Yeah, the Rhodesian is a South African breed. Oh yeah, they're cool dogs. Not really sure what you're talking about there, Christina. Maybe type yours in again. I think you typed it in wrong. I think you meant pit bull and a Rottweiler and a Rot. And a pit bull and a Rot, that'd be a crazy dog. It might be a little bit crazy. Yeah, that might be a little bit crazy right there, baby. Yeah, Rottweiler. Bill, what's up, man? What's going on, Martinez? What's happening? What's happening, man? Y'all be sure to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that Man, I've seen some pit bull cross with I don't know what it was, like one of them little furry dogs, like a small furry dog, and it had made a small furry. It was built like a pit bull, but it was tiny and furry, and I really liked it. I was like, man, I'd like to have one of those. Yeah, make a good little house dog, man. I still don't have a house dog since Punky died. I try to bring them in, they tear all my shit up, but I'm already hard enough on everything myself. I don't need them tearing my shit up. No, I don't need that. Skywatcher, what's up? What's up, brother? Thanks for hitting the like button, Christina. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, old Pucky, man. Yeah, I miss old Pucky, man. Shit, I could almost start crying thinking about him, man. I ain't going to. But damn, that's a heartbreaker right there. You get upset thinking about old Pucky passing away. Oh man, you ain't kidding. Uh, what are you gonna do? They come and go, man. They're like women. Dogs are like women. They come and they go. They come and they go. They come and they go. Can't hang on to 'em. Love is fleeting. I never heard of the Bloom Brothers. Kitchen sink dogs. Never heard of them. The Bullzone. Thank you, Christina. Appreciate it, old man. Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. No, we text each other, man. I didn't talk to him on the phone. I know he getting a lot of phone calls and shit. I didn't talk to him on the phone. We text each other, and and I put his posts up for him, um, and on my different platforms that I use. And oh yeah, he's into pig hunting. Yeah, yeah. I just my text basically said that uh God bless you, man. I got no idea what you're going through. You know, it's a fucking nightmare. I know. I know that. I know that. Yeah. Mm. I mean, he didn't only lose his friend and his wife, and man, that's his old lady, man. I mean, he just lost his old lady. Oh yeah, man, we met her. She was cool, man. No, man, she was like one of the boys and shit. She was that kind of cool. She's good looking. She's a tough looking chick. I liked her, man. Yeah. Yeah, she was tough, man. Yeah, what'd that look like, Vernon? Vernon says he saw a half pit bull, half French bulldog. Yeah, and I think go to his community page where he put the announcement. I think putting something in the comment section down there, and I think going to her funeral. If anybody's available to go to her funeral, the Hall family really wanted me to come to Bobby's funeral on Monday. It's going to be in Texas. They're burying him down there next to his brother or sister or some family member of his where they buried him at. They buried him next to, like, I think it's his sister. In Bremen. I don't know. I got it on my, I can't get to it because it's on my phone. But if anybody's interested in going to it, I can send you the information. Oh hell yeah, man! What's his cash app? You know his cash app, D. Ross? Put up Triple J's cash app. We'll all send him $20, man. There you go. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, what's up, bye? How you doing, brother? You sending shrimp? Lion of the mountains. That's me, man. That's me. I'm the lion of the mountain. I'm the lion of Turkey Cock Mountain. Well, see, I got a Skywatcher in here, and he can. There we go. All right, y'all. Look, you see that Mike Dan just posted. We got money sign Southern Triple J. Now that's easy. Sweet. Skywatcher got us, man. He can translate for us. That's his cash app. Skywatcher Triple J. No, not Skywatcher. Money sign Southern Triple J. That's his cash app. And Y'all reach out to him tonight. Y'all reach out to him. And, let him show the love. Show the love. Show the love. Yeah, show the love. We've also got the GoFundMe for Bobby's funeral that's up. I've seen it. There's 50 people in the room. I don't have the links to it. I can't put the links up. If one of the 50 people that's got a blue spanner wants to put the link to Bobby's GoFundMe page. And also, we need to put up the link to Randall's page. I mean, we need to hit them all, man. There's 50-something people here in the room. It's good to share all that stuff while we can. Oh, look at this, man. They're writing to each other. That's pretty cool, man. Cool, man. You tell him you one of the founding members of the channel? Yeah. Did you tell him you one of the founders of FATV? That you a board member? I am a board member of FATV. Write that in Arabic. Hell yeah, man. Well, you are. Fuck yeah, brother. Yeah, where's he from? So you want to buy a dog? Yeah. Is he looking for a dog? We don't have none. We don't sell dogs. We're out of the dog business. And he ought to just I got studs though. All right, Supreme. We'll see you later, brother. Oh, hell yeah, man. We're throwing down now. This is like in you ever see Close Encounters of the Third Kind when the computers took over and they started talking to each other? There we go. Thank you, Hemi. All right, there's Bobby Hall's link. And that's for Bobby Hall's funeral arrangements. You know, Bobby, I mean, they're not asking for much. I mean, $5,000, that ain't but, what is that, 100 people giving $50? 500 people giving $10? 250 people giving $20? I mean, that I'll be able to round that up pretty quick, man. And they're just looking. That's just relief. They've already paid for it apparently because funeral costs more than $5,000. So they're just trying to get some relief for the bulldog community, which is great. That's what we're here for. They took care of Bobby and Jeanette right up to the grave. Bobby and Jeanette have both been on hospice, living at the granddaughter's house. And she's been taken care of, her and her mama. And Bobby got to die at home with his bulldogs there and him there and Jeanette there. Everybody right there, man. He got to die at home with his kids there and his grandkids there. I mean, you can't ask for a better scene. Woo, my battery's about to run out. Did I get his age? Get whose age? Hold on. My phone, my battery popped out. Did I get whose age? Oh, yeah, 85 years old, man. He's 85 years old. I put it up on Facebook. He's 85 years old. I put it up on Facebook where somebody asked on the thing up there. I put it up there that he was 85. Yeah, he was 85 years old. Oh, yeah, man. He's like, son, when the food's this good, you just got to force yourself. Oh, man. Oh, man. Going out to eat with him was a fucking experience, man. We'd go out to eat, and it'd be, a carload, sometimes 2 carloads of people, depending on how many people were visited. And we go out to eat, we sit there at the table, and it would be like, each night, whoever was staying at the house, it would like rotate on whose turn it was to pay. So might be my turn, your turn. But if you could figure out a hustle not to pay, that was cool. Oh man. Well, the guy that bred Arpeggio is Arab. He's a Muslim. Did I ever tell you that? Did you know that Arrowhead? I mean, not Arrowhead. Skywatcher. Did I ever tell you that? The guy that bred Arpeggio is a Muslim gentleman. Did you ever get to meet Malik? You ever talk to him, Skywatcher? I ought to hook you two up, man. Y'all can talk some philosophy. But yeah, man, my friend Malik, the guy that went to Zanetti and got the bitch. And yeah, man, oh yeah, he's a real good guy. Oh yeah, he's on Instagram. I think he's on there as Malik. Easy to find. Yeah. Oh, Bobby. Oh, Bobby, man. This shit sucks, man. Shit sucks big time. What do you do? What do you do, man? Just 1937. He's old, man. Man, he got to see the 60s. He got to live through the 50s as a 20-year-old. 1937, so 1947, 1957, he was 20 years old. So one of the best years in history, 1957, he was 20 years old. Got the world by the tail, man. So 1967, he's 30 years old. So when I met him, he was 50 years old because I met him in 1985. He was like 48, 49, 50 years old, like right at 50 years old when I met him. So he is 10 years younger than I am now. Oh, yeah, no, he didn't have no job, man. He like me, man. He's a hustler. Don't have time for a job. Working too hard. He was selling cars, buying and selling this and that, and matching dogs. I mean, he'd keep a dog and keep. Martinez, what's up? What's up? Man, it's in the book. He talks about it in the book. I can't remember how he was introduced to the breed. Can you tell us, Emmy? I can't remember. Martinez, what's going on, man? Yeah. What's going on, Martinez? I gotta get something to drink. I'll be right back. Mm. Getting my chow on, man. He got me a Gatorade. Big old Gatorade. Blue Gatorade. Blue. I can feel them moving on my head. They're just like inching down. Inching. They're going to fall. Wonder if they'll catch on my nose or if they'll just fall off my face. What do you think? Should we wait for it? Well, I hate it for you. All righty. Well, we still come back with the same thing that if you're going to feed a natural diet based on products available in your area, you're going to need some sort of a setup where you can grind it and store it so that you can feed it on a daily basis. Okay. I dig it. And you're going to need a separate refrigerator to keep all that in. Or use your refrigerator and reallocate how you store your food. And I guess just once a week, grind what you need for the week. You guess who was a hustler? You know, I think old Bobby was introduced to the breed by that Jenkins guy that come over to the house when I was down there. I think he was the one that introduced Bobby to the breed. But I believe Bobby was like me, man, and was older when he got introduced to bulldogs. You know, was in his 20s when he found out about bulldogs. I don't think he messed with dogs when he was young. Hey, Skywatcher, where'd our friend from the UAE go from? The UAE go? Skywatcher, you still there, brother? Oh, yeah, freezing it's good for them, man. See, Martinez is set up to do it. He got him a building with 2 freezers in it. He just needs him a grinder, and he's ready to go. Yeah, man, he's ready to go. Martinez got his shit together. Did I tell y'all I met him in person? He come up here and picked up his T-shirt and the book. Came up and got it in person. Came up and spent $100. I appreciated it. And we got to spend the day together. He hung out for a long time. I mean, man, time flew by. You know, it's like we were sitting there talking. Next thing I know, it was damn sun was going down. Yeah, we had a good time, didn't we, man? Oh, Jose, man. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. I've been having trouble with the pictures and And I just I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done. It's been a struggle. Oh yeah, man. And if you like the best of times, out there, y'all that are listening to this, it's not available anymore. But I do have the Book of Game Dogs, which is the exact same book. The only thing is the Boleros. I took the Bolero story out, and the Bolero story's not in there. And but you can read that online. It's all over the place. And that's the only difference. And I add the Bow story. I think I added the Bow story. But there's a little editing done in there, but not much. It's primarily the best of times. So if you're looking for a good book, order Book of Game Dogs. You'll be happy, man. That's a hell of a book right there. And it covers all bloodlines. It covers Red Boy dogs, Bolio dogs, Sorrel's dogs, Eli dogs, Snooty dogs, Boomerang dogs, all that stuff, man. That's right. Tell them, Peanut. I believe you could get it. You can get it from that boy over there in. You can get it from that boy over there in Spain or Portugal, the Mike Morabito. I'll send you some information on the guy. You're not on Facebook, so you don't know about it. But I think he's on Instagram too, and I get you his link. But he had Bobby Hall's second book available, which book two is kind of like book one with stuff added to it. It's got a lot of book one in it. So it's pretty good. Yeah, man. Yeah, I get you in touch with him. I think he was selling copies of it $100. It was a good deal. I don't know if he's selling for $100 still. He hadn't read Bobby's book. It's funny. A funny book. It's probably been 20 years since I read mine. Oh man, yeah, I'm bummed out, man. This damn news with Triple J. Bobby learned the condition. Yeah, Bobby learned the condition from them old timers. Taught him how to condition. He learned from people like Frank Fitzwater. And of course, Maurice Carver. Bobby was real close to Carver. And Carver was a master conditioner. You have to understand something now. People can talk all the shit you want about Maurice Carver, this and that, and he hung papers, blah, 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 blah. Look, here are the facts about Carver, okay? You can't find where he sold a dog before 1969. You can't find a story in a book where he sold a dog before 1969. Oh, you know it, Hemi. I'm glad you got it, man. Hell yeah. Man, old Bobby can look through a dog, man. Old Bobby could look right through a dog. I'm going to tell you what, he could look at a dog and tell if it was ready. He could look at one and tell you if that sucker was ready to go. Just all he had to do was see it walk. He just needed to see that dog walk 5 steps, 3 steps. And he could look right through it like a piece of glass, man. He had a great eye. He had a great eye, man. Sure did. He weren't scared. But, you know, he wasn't very loved. I went to a reunion of sorts for Floyd Boudreaux in 2009 in Freer, Texas. They were down there at Jim Stinson's ranch in Freer, Texas. And it was me, Pat Perry, Tim Murphy, Floyd Boudreaux, Jim Stinson, Jesse Stinson, some dude from Houston. I didn't know him. He seemed like a nice fellow. And a couple other people. Anyhow, we were all sitting around in the trailer one night. We were down there for 3 days hunting, goofing off. Down there sitting in the trailer one night, and I brought up Bobby's name. Boy, you thought I brought up the devil. Thought I brought up the devil. I mean, they were like, man, we didn't have Bobby down here, blah, 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 blah. He really hurt that bunch. That bunch didn't want nothing to do with him. Nobody'd say why. Yep. But was Floyd a good conditioner? You know, you don't really hear any stories about Floyd being a good conditioner. Floyd, I think, you know, historically, I think Floyd was better at finding the right place to put a dog. Floyd won a few great ones. I mean, you know, he won with the Bose dog. He won with the Scrub dog. He lost with the, what was the dog's name he lost with? I had to pull my pedigrees out. Yeah, he conditioned Bolio. Won best in show with him. Yeah, won best in show with the dog. Funny he didn't breed to him, huh? What do you think of that positive dog, man? Did he had Bolio on his yard and conditioned him and didn't stick him to at least one bitch while he had him. At least one. I had Lanier's Grand Champion Bronson on my yard. I stuck him to 4 bitches. While I had him on my yard, I bred that dog to 4 females. Yeah. Bixler, what's up, Bixler? Well, the point is, man, is that he wasn't a peddler. You know, he just went into the dog selling business in 1969. He went into the dog selling business, selling off of his recollection and expertise of being a dog fighter. So he fought dogs from the end of World War II, so the late 40s, up to 1969. And then continued matching dogs during the 70s. He was matching dogs right up till he died, going to, showing up and having, doing his thing. May not have been him, but it might have been somebody handling conditioning. Shoot, man, I don't think Bobby ever stopped showing dogs. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Bobby ever stopped showing dogs. I know a lot of people liked his blood. His blood was very popular. Yeah, old Bobby's blood was very popular, man. A lot of people liked it. I know some old dog men that were breeding it and were like, they were really, really high on it. One of them was that guy. What's his name? I'll tell you. Let's see here. He's got a brother named Mike Harris. That's his name, Mike Harris. And Harris brothers. His brother had that Harris's buddy boy. And that's his brother. But Mike Harris, man, he's got a bunch of that stuff from Bobby Hall. Coming down off that gangster dog and all that blood. He loves that stuff. I think he's been crossing it with the Kimmer stuff. And just thinks that they're the bee's knees, man. Yeah. Yeah, M.R. Harris. I think that's how he puts it on the pedigrees, M.R. Harris. Something like that. Big Slayer, what's going on? Man, my eyes ain't working right. I'll just leave them off. I can squint and do better than I can with those glasses. That's very small writing. And it's hot. Yeah. Yeah, and I think he might have had some of the stuff that Fluff had. Or he got some dogs from Fluff or something like that, man. Some Grand Champion or something like that. No, that was a different Harris. Harris is Eli 3. That was a different Harris. This was the Harris that I'm trying to think what he had historically before, like in the past. This guy he's a real collector, you know. He had a lot of dogs. He owned Pedro. That's where Garner bought Pedro from, was from Mike Harris. Mike Harris had bought the dog from Snake Man, and Mike Harris sold him to Tom Garner. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's different Harris brothers. Those are the Harris brothers up in Maryland. That's George. That's George Harris and George and George and I can't remember his brother's name, but that's George Harris and another guy. Supreme, what's up? What's up? Yeah, I think he sold him for like $1,500 or $2,000, something like that. But he's supposed to have lifetime breeding rights to him. You know, where he could breed to him for the rest of his life. That's right. Buddy Boy was a brother to Little Gator. Yep. That's right, Drew. And they were from the same litter. That breed was supposedly made 3 times. Spike to Miss Molly. That breed was supposedly made 3 times. And they came out of the last litter. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Bobby Hall, man. I hate that shit happened between me and him, man, over that bulldog. You know, things wasn't never the same after that, man. And I'm talking about between it was with him. He really reached out to me a couple times, you know. You know, with all that son this and son that and yada yada yada, and I just never could reciprocate again, man. I just felt, you know, motherfucker tried to run the game down on me, man. And you know, like I said, like shit lie, man. No, man, no. I didn't come around, and I didn't get around here till '85, man. Butcher Boy was '70s. Yeah, Butcher Boy might have even been the late '60s when he went against who was it that killed him? Because he died after his last one. That's a sad story. You know, Norman didn't even want to do it. Killed his pet, man. That was his pet. Never met McCool, man. Never met McCool. No. Never met him. Would like to. Met dead serious. You know, met Mike and Jerry. I matched into them, rolled dogs with them and shit. And I knew them, And but yeah, yeah. I knew old yeah. They're good guys, man. Yeah, a long time ago, man. Hey, man, that's a good question, Hemi James. Yeah, that's a good question right there. How many bloodlines are in their gene pool? How many bloodlines? Because man, they got a lot. I'll get to looking at those pedigrees that that they put out, and it's just you talk about. You know, you don't want to say scatterbred because it's all good dogs, but man, you talk about. I call it shotgun breed. You know, you just got all of these dogs in there. You know. Uh, no, man, I ain't really got no Fowler stories. No. Oh, hang on a second. No, I don't have no Fowler stories. Fowler would put on a show now. Those guys were great for putting on shows. They put on a lot of great shows for a lot of great dogs. You know, Art fought at their place, Zebo fought at their place, Kingfish, all of them, man. They all fought there. I take what Jesus, whatever works. Damn, yeah, we got a lot of bear up here, Martinez. We got a lot of bear up here. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. You know who would know is Darren Tupper, and Tupper's still alive. And you talk about he would know all that stuff about the Fowlers and have Fowler stories. He'd have enough Fowler stories fill you up for a week, man. Oh yeah, he does have good questions. Oh yeah. Oh, Martinez be riding by the house all the time, man. What was I doing today? I was busy doing something today. Oh, I was working on my book today, man. Yeah, I was working on my book. That's code for I was sleeping all day. Yeah, I fucking slept all day. Laid out in the sun. Yeah, sleeping. Sleepy, sleepy. Oh, him, he knows some stuff now. Him, he's a smart guy. I give all him credit. His little puppy's looking good too, man. Old Hemi looking like Bolero, acting like Bolero, all creeping around and shit. Well, I would go out and get him, bring him in the house. Huh? It's a little late. Probably not. It's already 11 o'clock. I've been on for 3 hours. Hell yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, I do, man. I got a guy. He actually sells dog food, and he runs dogs. He's got them big bear dogs and plot hounds. Um, just them big dogs. I probably ain't talked to him in 20 years, but I drive by his place. I see them dogs out there. How are Banjo and BB Red really bred? Well, it's always a shame. People want to try to change pedigrees and change history and do all that stuff and make shit better and make it. It's like with Two Eyes. There's a contingency of people out there that want to say that Two Eyes is out of Panther and Bolero because I bred Panther to Bolero and there are no pups alive out of that litter. But there's a contingency of people that want to believe that Two Eyes is one of those pups out of Panther and Bolero, but he's not. He's out of Bandit and Bolero. Um, there's a contingency of people out there that want to believe that Gambler's Virgil is out of Panther, but he's not. Yeah, they want to rewrite history, man. But that Banjo and BB Red, they were bred just like their papers said, man. They were out of damn two just regular old dogs, man. Nothing fancy. And once they became famous, then the pedigree got switched around. What you got to look at is the pedigree that they showed when them dogs first started coming around. And that's the one out of Sack and Betty Joe, isn't that right? Sack and Betty Joe. Yeah, it did, man. There were three puppies in the litter, Eli Monster. There were three puppies in the litter. I had a female. She died of parvo. Matt had a female. That bitch got off the chain and killed that Gidget dog, the one that he was talking about that I paid a forfeit to and all that shit. She got off the chain and killed that dog. They brought her back to his house. She jumped over the fence and hung herself. And then Boone had one. He had a male named Hungry, and I don't know what happened to him. Boone liked him. He said he was a good old dog, but he might have got drowned when all them dogs got drowned or something. But he doesn't remember what happened to him. And that was what happened to that litter. It just wasn't an exciting litter. Nothing really fabulous showed up. She didn't have a bunch of puppies. She only had three puppies. So, we only bred her to him one time. We just hung her to him one time. And we just didn't get a bunch of pups, man. Which I was fine with because she was still active, I was still showing her. You know, but I would breed her between matches. Like she won her first one. I bred her to Chinaman. Then she won her second one. After she won her second one, I bred her to Frisco. Oh man, if I knew then what I know now, I would have been taking that bitch down to Louisiana. Yeah, I'd have been back in 80, 86, 87. I'd have been taking that bitch down to Louisiana, man. I'd have been going down there to Norman Kimmer's yard. Yeah, I'd have been breeding her to dogs that were off of Sons'. I'd have a dog on my yard that would be out of Zebo, bred to a daughter of Eli or Eli Jr. or double granddaughter of or daughter of Bully Son, bred to Zebo. I'd have a male on my yard bred like that. Be out. The mama would be out of Bully Son, and they bred her to Zebo, and I have me a male bred like that. I sure would, man. I'd have me a dog bred like that sitting on my yard. It'd be my stud dog. Fuck yeah, man. Old Champion Chomper. Well, Champion Chomper, there was this kid used to come around, man, and help me all the time. I mean, he was just real helpful. And I gave him a dog. I gave him a dog named Hugo. And old Hugo was cross-eyed. I told him not to match him, but he couldn't help himself because the dog was so game, and he matched him. And he lost with him, but he was game. And so then he bred him. And man, we got an ace out of that dog named Storm. Well, time come, I made the breeding of Frisco to Bolero. And I was selling the puppies for $1,000. And he had saved his money up. And he come to me and he said, man, I want to buy one of them puppies. And I said, okay. And I sold him one of them. And he bought the Chomper puppy. And he took that dog and matched him. And I'd have to go to the paperwork to look up matches. I remember a couple of them. He beat J.R. Vaughn, that fucking piece of shit from Salisbury, North Carolina. He beat him the third time out for his championship. They had a dog off of Tonka Bear. They were calling him Junior. They're calling the dog Junior, but they wrote it up as something else. And Chomper, when he won, man, he just bite the dog down. He just bite him down, man. Just bite him down. I mean, he had an incredibly hard mouth. Incredibly hard mouth, man. I mean, he could bite like a rocket. He just boom, boom, boom. Everywhere he put his mouth, he'd break it. He'd just crush it. So what we got here? Go Troll Channels, Mango. So anyhow, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So he won that one. That was his third. And then I'm trying to remember who he went into for his fourth. I don't remember who he beat for his fourth. It might have been Durant. I can't remember it. I'd have to go to the paperwork to tell you who he beat for his fourth, but he won 4. And then the guy he needed some money. And he offered to sell the dog for $5,000. And a buddy of mine said, do you think he's worth it? And I said, if I had money laying around, I'd buy him. So my buddy bought him, and he matched him into Bloodliners Champion Jimmy. And this was the night that I matched. Well, we matched three dogs that I bred all three dogs. We matched Chomper, we matched Two Eyes, and we matched Bo all on the same night. And Chomper went first. He went into Bloodliners Champion Jimmy, and they let them rascals go. And it was males at I think it was 39 or 40 pounds, something like that. But that's generally what his weight was, 39, 40 pounds, 11, 41, I can't remember. And they rocked and rolled, man, for, 30, 40 minutes. Finally, Chomper's mouth started taking a toll at him. And that Jimmy dog, he stood the line in 55 minutes. Now, listen to this. That Jimmy dog had beat 3 champions. And he was a 4-time winner. Both of them were going for the grand championships. This was serious shit. This wasn't no Rudy Poo stuff. This was like, I don't want to use all that fast lane. And this was historic stuff going on, big time, man, big time. So anyhow, next match was Two Eyes versus Rocco. Rocco was a 2-time winner. Two Eyes was 1-time winner. And Two Eyes won that one in 1 hour and 45 minutes. And then the third match was Bo versus Turbine Kennels, or 3D Kennels Champion Turbine. That was what it was. 3D Kennels Champion Turbine. And he beat him in like 35 minutes. Bo won. So I won all 3 fights that night. That was pretty good. So anyhow, Chomper goes home. He won. He looked good. Guy's happy. Guy takes the dog with him back to California where he lives. So he's got the dog in California, and these people open that weight up. And dude takes the weight. He hooks the dog up. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I got his sister and people chasing that blood. I got his sister's blood wrapped up. That Ripper dog. I got the Ripper dog wrapped up, man. Ain't nobody got Ripper blood tighter than I got it. Check out that Donald dog. Yeah. Check out that Donald dog, man. So anyhow, I fly out there for the show. And as soon as I see him, he just looked off. He didn't look right, man. And we get down there, man, and he was on weight and he was shiny and everything was right, man. He just looked off, like something was wrong. And they let them suckers go, and the old dog got to bite everywhere he wanted to bite. He got to put his mouth on that dog everywhere he wanted to put his mouth. But he never put a scratch on the dog. Never put a mark on him. And in 45 minutes, he stood the line. He quit. 45 minutes, he just stopped. And that was it. That was it. That was the end of the Chomper story. That's the end of the story right there. There's nothing else to tell. But I ended up with, that Ripper bitch of his sister ended up being one of the best producers of the 1990s, man. His sister produced her ass off, man. Yeah. His sister produced his ass off. Nah, Dex wouldn't do that to a dog. And wasn't nothing done to that dog, supposedly, that wasn't done before. You know, he had the exact same keep on him that he normally had on him. The only difference was he was on the West Coast. Water might be different. Different water. Base food would probably be different. No. No, I don't know what happened to him, man. He never bred him. I bred him. I bred him twice. I bred him twice. I don't think he ever bred him. He was like 6 years old, five or 6 years old. Zero mouth. His mouth was zero. He didn't put a mark on the dog. It was bad. Yeah. Yeah. That sucked. Oh no. Oh no. Old Chomper was yeah. No, I didn't own Chomper. Chomper belonged to a West Coast kennel had bought Chomper. And they they chose not to bring Chomper home. And they gave him to some locals. Yeah. I am, man. I'm getting sleepy. I sit here, but it's fun, man. I'm having a good time. Sitting here just talking dogs. I ain't doing shit. Been on 3 hours. Just hit the 3 hour mark. Just hit the 3 hour mark. Yeah, man. Yeah, big show tonight, man. Big show. Got to work on a recipe, man. Got to come up with a recipe of how to fix a raw diet. Like exact ingredients. Exact ingredients. Like you're going to need this much meat, this much whatever, this much whatever. Then you're going to have to grind all that shit up. Yeah, a good raw diet. I don't. All raw diets are cheap, or cheaper than dog food. Hell yeah, man! Just feed them cornflakes. You know who it was that he was talking about when he said that. I thought he was talking about me. It was Howard Teal. He said Howard Teal told him that. To feed him bran flakes, feed him corn flakes. And he said, I thought Howard Teal was just kidding with me. I didn't even say nothing back, man. I just listened. When I talked to Bob Finley, man, I just listened. When we get on the phone, he is a good talker, man. He tells some great stories. Yeah, he tells some nice stories. And if you ever get a chance, man, give that guy a call. You want his number, all you got to do is contact me. I'll give it to you. Oh, man, he's been interviewed to death, man. I ain't going to interview him. He's been interviewed to death. They done interviewed the hell out of him. And, nah, I ain't interviewing him. He is a hoot. Yeah, man, cornflakes are good. You know, see, here's the deal on cornflakes. Carbohydrates work when they are processed, cooked, and delivered in such a fashion. So a cornflake is a perfect complex carbohydrate. I mean, it is. It's just, it's exactly how you want a carbohydrate to be, man. Dickie Foster with the super chat. Woo! First of the month. Let me wake up. I'm up. I'm up. I'm awake. Thank you. God bless you for the super chat, man. Thank you very much. God bless you. Yeah, y'all hit that super chat. Y'all hit that super chat. Super chat. We love the super chat. Oh, I don't know, man. Kelly gonna do that. I gotta go up to Montebello, Virginia, and go see a friend of mine on the 3rd. And then I'm coming back on the 4th. So I won't be around. I'll get back on the afternoon of the 4th. I'll probably get back just in time to eat. Yeah. Maybe Kelly's listening. Kelly, what are we eating on July 4th? He might be listening. Because he does all the cooking, man. I'm supposed to make like some beef stroganoff or something this week. Oh. Oh, the knee, man. The knee's doing good. Yeah, man. I've been exercising it more. And it's doing good. I got to go see the surgeon this coming week. I go see the guy. I think it's this week. I go see the surgeon this week. Oh yeah, man. Kelly can cook, man. He throws us down. Yeah, some stroganoff, man. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Dickie. You're welcome, brother. God bless you. God bless you, man. I really, really appreciate it. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Well, to see ham dogs, man, I know Cottingham since I got into dogs. And they just they run game. They run game as hell, but they're easy to beat, man. They're easy to beat. I mean, you just had to bring a bulldog in, and around an hour and 30 minutes, they're picking them dogs up. Yeah, I beat old Cottingham pretty bad, man. I didn't beat him just with my stuff. I beat him with other people's stuff. I beat him with John Wayne. Um, I beat him with that Crusher dog from Pat Patrick. I beat him with that dog. I beat him with that Storm dog. I beat him with So Evil. That's the last time I matched into him was with the So Evil dog. They brought a 4-time winner into me, and we're gonna whoop my ass. And Russ was even there. Russ flew in from California, and I had bought So Evil from him. He was like, "There ain't no way that dog can bite." Man, I had him biting like an alligator. And we whipped that dog from the rant in 30 minutes, man. So I went into Harry 3 times. I went into Harry Hargroves 3 times in my career. Well, actually 4, because I had Bobby Hall fill in for me one time. I had a dog match into him that she ended up curring out during the keep. And Bobby filled in for me and took his bitch instead. Yeah, just got him healthy. Got him healthy, made friends with him. It was my buddy, man. I let him ride around with me, put a little weight on him, hung out with him. Got to working him a little bit, thickened him up, lifted his weight up a little bit, put him on a little bit of juice. Got him feeling good, man. Got him feeling good. That's the main thing. Get them feeling good. Get them dancing on their feet and shit. Get them dancing where they feel like they look like they almost like they're floating when they walk. See, Ramon, see. El este guacamole. Yeah, man. What's he saying, Positive Dog Man? Amina, what's going on? What you feeding, Amina? But anyhow, yeah, that's So Evil dog. Well, he was something else now. That dog was Bambo Scooter, boy. Yeah, that's Donald on the cover of the Live. GLK, that's old Donald. Steak, meat, and avocado. Hell yeah, that's Donald, man. Don't he look good? He looks good, don't he? He's so good looking dog, man. I like old dogs. They're walking, man. That's what you want. You want them old dogs where they just but yeah, we won that one. Won that one pretty quick. And like I said, that one 4-time winner. Brother of the Red Man. We smoked him, man. Oh, he reminds me of Two Eyes and Stomper. Both of them dogs. He reminds me of Two Eyes and Stomper, both of them. I could let both them dogs run loose, man. I could let Two Eyes and Stomper run loose around the yard. They wouldn't fuck with the other dogs. And I could do that with him too, man. He'll sit there and run around and play. He won't fuck with them. The cornflakes are a carbohydrate, man. Your dog needs carbohydrates every day. They have a thing called a glycogen cell that has to be filled, has to be nourished. And the glycogen cell can only be filled with complex carbohydrates. So by consuming the cornflakes, it gives the body the energy, the proper nutrients to fill the glycogen cell. Let's see here. Something about an Elan dog with a red boy dog excites me. Oh, got that one blue eye. Bitches can't control. Oh, they love it, man. They fall for it. Baddest red boy dog I ever seen. Oh man, I don't know, man. I really like that Miller's Champion Cobra. Out of Jeep and Britches. I think it's Jeep and Britches. That's a Jeep red boy dog. I really liked him. And of course, Bluegrass Kennels Champion Wrangler. I liked him. I saw both them dogs with my own eyes. I've seen Wrangler twice. I seen Cobra win up there at Ricky Jones's. He was a bad motherfucker, man. Bad dog right there. But yeah, I guess that's about it. That's about it. Yeah, that Wrangler was a good one, man. I like that Wrangler dog. He was something else, man. That Miller's Cobra, he was just a fucking killer, man. I mean, he was just a stone cold killer. So, well, I seen that Blondie bitch go, and I seen her quit against Boone's Lady Stone dog. I seen Lady Stone turn that bitch out. I went into Havana Boys with Stomper Jr. up here in Delaware. And, well, it was, yeah. I'm trying to remember the name of the dog. I can't remember. It wasn't them. It was Latin Oscar, their uncle, with Stomper Jr. We won that one. And let's see here. Man, all this stuff, there's so many so many matches, man. You have to sit back and remember all this shit. Um, fuck me, man. Uh, Now, I'll tell you a funny story, but I'll give you a Havana Boy story. How about that? You want a good Havana Boy story? All right, y'all got to stop hitting me with questions for a minute. Champion Huckleberry. So Huckleberry wins his first one in a real game fashion, man. He got hooked to this two-time winner off of Lee's Champion Reno, ROM. And this two-time winner going for his championship is a real bad dog. I mean, a bad, bad dog. And but the problem is they got him matched into Huckleberry, and this is a problem for both dogs because Huckleberry don't need to be going into a bad, bad dog like this, and this old dog probably deserved his championship, you know, because what happened is the two go into each other, and the damn thing goes over 2 hours. And of course, Huckleberry ends up stopping the Reno dog. Reno dog ends up quitting, and Huckleberry wins. But Huckleberry took a tremendous amount of damage to his legs, and they brought him to me, and were like, "Man, can you do the recovery on him?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And so I healed him up, got his legs back right, and they told me I could hook him into anybody I wanted. And so I hooked him into Latin Oscars champion Slick, who was Havana Boy's uncle, and he had a 52-pound male that was undefeated. He had never lost, 4-time winner, never been over 22 minutes. And to make a long story short, yeah, and to make a long story short, Havana Boys were there, you know, with their uncle. They were given 4-to-1 odds, man, against Huckleberry. 4-to-1 odds. 4-to-1, man. Oh, 4-to-1 odds. You'd have loved it. You'd have loved it. All you wanted. I mean, if you wanted to bet $5,000, man, they were betting it at 4-to-1 odds. That's how crazy the money was. Huckleberry won in 55 minutes. Stopped that motherfucker cold. Ate him up, man. Ate him up. All right, there's a story. Oh, all right, what do you got? Deacon seemed to be excellent stud dog. Oh yeah, that's a good story. That's a good story. Uh, well, but that's my Havana Boy story. That one, and then of course Boone beating Lady Stone. I mean Lady Stone beating Blondie. I never seen them win. But they've won, you know. They got that Stand the Man and uh, that Budweiser dog, and you know they've won. They won. I just never seen them, you know, like come up to the Carolinas and whoop no ass or nothing, you know. So, anyhow, any good Diggerino stories? No, not really. We were going to use that Galty dog that we'd won 3 with him. We had him matched into Haunch, and it's Lulu's Champion Gouty. You can look him up on Peds Online. Lulu's Champion Gouty, and we matched him 3 times. His 3rd time was into David Tant. That's the match he told on us about. That's the one that he told the feds all about, man. Yeah, that's how upset he was. It was great, man. We get there and we're over the weight, right? We're over the weight, and we can't make weight. The fight's at I think it was 51 or 49 or something like that. Anyhow, we were a half pound over. We could not make fucking weight. We were a half pound over, so we get on the scale, and our dog's a half pound over. So he goes and gets Champion Redbone off the chain, who he had matched at some show coming up in a couple weeks, and hangs him on the scale, and he's like 54 pounds. And the girl that was handling and conditioning, Liz, she said, I didn't come here to talk dogs. She said, I come here to fight dogs. She said, 54 pounds is fine with me. She said, you put him on the scale, you can put him in the pit. And he thought he was going to blow that dog out. And that Gouty dog put that dog on the ground and kept him on the ground for 35 minutes. And finally, Tant picked him up. But that's the dog that we're going to use against Haunch. No, that was a Stratton dog. If I could, I'd put the pedigree up, man. I can't get to the damn. If I'd have to get up and go get on my computer and shit. Somebody put up Lulu's LU Champion Gouty APBT pedigree. Yeah, man, it's easy. Lulu Champion Gouty, GALTIE. Yeah, man, it's an easy one. Yep, it's a double grandson of Riptide Bob. Both his grandparents are Riptide Bob. Riptide Royal Bob is his grandfather on both sides. He was a hell of a dog, man. We bred him the new granny and got a good litter, man. Yeah, we bred him that new granny bitch. Got a hell of a litter out of it. But Liz fucked off all the blood. I let her take all that blood with her back up to New Hampshire. She fucked it all off and let it die out. Bought it from this lady in Minnesota that was selling puppies bred like that. Some lady in Minnesota was selling dogs. She made the breed. Oh yeah, man. He was 50. He fought at 50 pounds. He's a big motherfucker, man. Good. He'd bite your ass. He didn't fuck around now. He wasn't really a man eater, but he would bite you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 was nippy. Nippy, man. All I'm saying is I don't know if he'd have beat Hunch, but I know that he won 3, and the first 2 went like 20-something minutes each. And then the second one, or the third one went 35 minutes, and he was on top the whole time. I never seen him on the bottom. Just a powerhouse, man. Oh, I don't really like a nippy dog, man, but he was what he was, He was what he was. I mean, he just got real excited, man. He gets so excited that he'd bite you, But did I like it? I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But he didn't do it with me much. He'd do it with people that didn't know him, especially when he was on the chain. What question was that, Hemi? So you got one like that now? Well, a shock collar might be a good thing. Have you got a shock collar? Have you got a shock collar? You could try a shock collar on the dog. Yeah, definitely try a shock collar. Might stop her nipping. She gets to nipping, man. Hit that button. Oh, it was my girlfriend's dog. Yeah, it was Liz's dog. She tried it. She liked old Richard Stratton, and she just wanted a dog from that stuff. And it was her dog. He was a bulldog, man. He was a damn bulldog. He was a nice dog. I hadn't got busted, I'd have probably bred something else to him. If he had whooped that Hans dog, I'd have definitely bred something else to him. Sure would have. Probably would have bred Rosita to him. Mm-hmm. How old is she, Positive Dog Man? That's right, Mike Dan. No shit. Mike Dan putting out that solid knowledge. How old is she, PD? Yeah, she should grow out of that shit, man. Yeah, she should grow out of it. How long have you had her? You ain't had her long, have you? I seen Earl himself, man. I seen the original Earl dog, the one out of yeah, I've seen Earl himself, the one out of Chinaman and Spider Bite him. I've seen Earl himself, man. I should have bred to him when he was up here at Garner's yard. I could have bred to him. Matter of fact, when I bred the Frisco, Earl was still there. Frisco was very young when I bred to him. I bred the Frisco in like, I want to say it was 91, 90, 91, 89, 91. It was right after Chinaman died. Chinaman died, and it was less than 6 months after Chinaman died. It's when I bred the Frisco. All right, Eli. Yeah, I'm getting ready to shut it down too here at 12 o'clock. Shutting it down. Oh, she was a gift as a pup. You've had her since she was a puppy? And she's still doing that shit. How's she bred, man? How's she bred, PD? All right. Yeah, let's check it out, man. Hemi, what's going on, brother? Oh, I don't know, man. He big old black dog sitting on the chain, you know. All right, I'm back. No, I'm good. I got it. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, it's a nice pedigree, man. It's interestingly bred. Yeah, man. I figured it out. I got it back. But I got to go to bed, man. It's now 12 o'clock. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I was supposed to cut the grass today and didn't do it. I was a little tired today. I've been dragging, man. I've been a little depressed. Yeah, I've been a little depressed lately, man. Shit. All right, Martinez. We'll see you later, man. Yeah, you know it. Well, the whole thing with old Bobby dying, man, it just sucks. And then this stuff with Triple J, man, I can't even wrap my head around that one. I mean, I can't even comprehend that. That one there is one of those ones that's got to sink in. Makes my chest hurt just thinking about that. Oh, you know it, Positive Dog, man. I'm gonna keep scratching. You know, I'm right here, brother. We're getting it done, man. I got big plans for this year. I got some solid breedings coming up. You got to come up here and pick a pup up from me, man. Yeah, got to come up here and get you one of these puppies this year. Hell yeah, Hemi, I hear you. I don't know how old she was. When I met her, she looked like she was in her 30s. So, I don't know. Oh, no. No. Late 30s, early 40s. Like I said, man, this shit, just talking about it makes my chest hurt. Yeah, Positive Dog, man, we'll fix you up, man. Oh, man, what you talking about? All right. Well, it was fun tonight. I enjoyed it. I was just like sitting here with a fireside chat talking, man. It was cool. We'll have to do this again. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I might do this tomorrow and do the split screen with Bob Finley. Have Bob Finley on here with us where we do the split screen. How about that? I know y'all want some more Bob Finley. So I'll bring old Bob in here tomorrow night. It'll be me and Bob. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I got to see what time the race is. See, I want to do it after the race tomorrow. They got that Chicago street race tomorrow with the NASCAR. They're racing on the streets of Chicago tomorrow. I want to watch that. Oh, yeah. All right, fellas. Well, I sure enjoy hanging out with y'all. And I'll be hanging out again with you soon. USA. It's on USA. Races on USA. Yep.